Abigail Blackrick. Today in Cadillac, speaking with Katie Keene, the wildlife technician for the Department of Natural Resources. Katie, you are a wildlife technician here, and so naturally you know a lot about bears, which we have a lot of black bears here in Michigan. Tell me about how people can expect to see bears, and if they do see bears, what they should do.
Sure. So in Michigan, we actually have an estimated adult black bear population to be 11,000 in Michigan. Now, the majority of those are in the Upper Peninsula, approximately 9,000 or so. So that puts 2,000 black bear below the bridge here in the northern lower. So we have bear all around us, and it's not surprising if folks do have a chance to see them, whether they're driving or in their backyards possibly. So we just like to get some messages out about how to be safe in northern Michigan.
Absolutely. And so typically it's my understanding that black bear are relatively fearful of humans, and so we don't really need to be fearful of them as long as we're making sure our presence is known by them. Tell me more about how we can do that.
Sure. So wildlife typically have that natural fear of humans. Perfect. That's exactly what we want. If they hear, see, or smell us, they're gone. And typically that's what bears do. So when we do see them, we're a little bit surprised that we see each other. So what you can do is just make your presence be known. If you're on the ground or gardening or playing, stand up. Make yourself appear as large as possible. If you have anything in your arms, raise that up above your head. And you look right at the bear and you speak sternly, "No, get back." Never turn and run. You could back away slowly. And typically with those noises and you stopping your movement, the bear will spook. What we run into is situations where wildlife, and in this instance bear, they lose their fear of humans because they're receiving some type of food reward. So just like any animal that you can picture that's getting food is going to become a little used to or accustomed to humans, and that's what we don't want. So people might not even think that their bird feeder could be a draw or actually something that the bear is after. So we're telling folks the best thing to do is to help your community by keeping bears at a distance. That's where we want bears. They're a big, strong, wild animal. So take down your bird feeders. And that's not just at night or just for a little period of time. We recommend you just take them down permanently. Birds have great natural food sources right now. And what you're doing is you're just concentrating and drawing that bear out of its natural habitat, and they're getting used to you. And we can't reverse that. Bears have great memories, they're smart, and that bird seed has a lot of calories, a lot of fat. They can just sit there and eat it, and you keep putting more out there. So they're smart to just keep returning.
Absolutely. And so bird feeders, a major reason why bears will travel into our yards, but another reason is simply leaving the trash out. Tell us about those options that people have for preventing bears from coming to their property.
So the second thing you should look at when you're looking at what's on my property that could be attracting bear, besides bird feeders, and that's suet cakes and hummingbirds, all bird feeders take those down, but garbage. So if you have a dumpster maybe, make sure you're getting that emptied frequently. Don't let it get full and smelly. Also have a system to keep it locked or closed. Think about that if you can undo it, a bear can undo it. So a bungee cord isn't going to keep a bear out of your dumpster. But also if you just put your garbage out at the end of the road, wait till the morning of to put it out. Don't put it out the night before. And if you're not here all week long, maybe you're only up on the weekends, try to recruit a neighbor to help you out, and maybe they can put it out in the morning. So garbage sitting out, again, they'll get used to that. They're so smart. They'll figure out when garbage is out, they smell it, and they'll just walk down your road or subdivision and just knock down garbage cans.
Right, and we don't want that. And so in terms of if somebody had a bear on their property, it's too late. Maybe they've made this mistake and they've been feeding the problem, literally. So what can they do? Should they contact the DNR? I know hunting is legal in Michigan if you have the right licenses. So how can people prevent those bears and get them off their property if it's too late?
So the great thing is following those steps to take all those food sources out of their property. Another one is also pet food. So mentioning that real quick, leaving pet food out could be a draw. So just feeding them just enough that they eat it and then bring it in. Don't have all that food sitting out all night or all day. But basically, so hunting bear is legal in Michigan. So if you've done all these things and you're still having troubles, the bears continuing to come in. But really, if you've removed all those food sources, you could also provide some harassment to it. You know, if you have a marine air horn, you could even hit your key fob, like your alarm on your car, to spook the bear. They're getting harassed and no food. There's plenty of other places to be but your yard. It just might take a few times of doing that, and consistency. Don't put that feeder back out just because you're free from a bear for a week or two. But we do hunt bear in Michigan, and in fact, all hunters who've applied will actually find out if they got a license on June 29th. And so if they draw a license, they're going to be looking for places to hunt. And there's some areas of the state that hunters have been applying for years to get a license, and this could be their year. They'll call us and they'll say, hey, do you guys have any landowners who might be having bear problems? And we can help, like, play matchmaker. We can almost take phone numbers. You guys can talk to each other, and all your rules are up to you guys. But we do have folks who have a bear license that are looking to harvest a bear this fall.
That's great information, Katie. Is there a phone number for the Department of Natural Resources that people can call if they want any more information?
Folks can always call any of our DNR customer service centers Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. We'd love to help. You can also look for us online at michigan.gov/DNR. There's some great living with bear tips on michigan.gov/bear. We have YouTube videos about what to do on your property. But just giving us a call will give you some advice for your situation.
Great. Thanks, Katie. In Cadillac at the Department of Natural Resources, I'm Abigail Blackrick with My News 26.